Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Plenty of Goodness. If you are new to my channel, please give me a thumbs up, hit the like button, and share this video with family and friends, and hit the subscribe button for future videos for weekly delicious plant-based gluten-free meal prep. So this week is going to be a little bit different. Last week I was a little bit too busy at work, so sometimes if I don't get to eat my lunch or my mason jar, I'm kind of like, backtracking a day. So I do have some jars left over from last week, and I'm only going to do 2 meal preps for you guys this week instead of 3. But I'm going to incorporate some of the new meal preps today or this week and some of the new meals from last week. But the good thing is, if you do that too, if you don't have time, if you're at work and you're kind of because you're supposed to do 2 jars a day. If you're behind a jar a day, then you can put it in the freezer and preserve the nutrients and keep it fresh longer. And then once you're ready to eat it on whatever day, thaw it out in the fridge 24 hours before or the night before. So that's the best way to do that. So the first meal, you guys, is going to be a Latin veggie dish with like a platano dish. It's going to be with plantains. So this is going to be the main substance for the dish. The platanos are actually, the organic platanos are really rare. They're hard to find. So these are non-organic, unfortunately, but these are from Colombia, and their skin looks bad on the outside, but really they're nice and fresh on the inside. And you want to feel them. They're similar to a banana, to the banana family. So you want to feel them, and we're gonna stir fry these. So they need to be a little bit on the firmer side, not too firm. But if you're gonna eat them like a banana raw, then they need to be soft. They need to be softened, and you can actually ripen these faster and put them in a brown paper bag, room temperature, to ripen them faster. But we're gonna stir fry them in the pan. So this is okay for the texture. The firmness is a little bit on the harder side. So we're gonna do that, and then we got your black beans, organic black beans. And we're gonna go with, these actually look like they're part of the yam family, but I was gonna do sweet potatoes, but sweet potatoes aren't in season right now. So I just went with, these are actually called Sunburst Potatoes, which is part of the yam family. And they're not sweet potatoes. They look like sweet potatoes, but they're more starchy like and less sweet. They're not as sweet as sweet potatoes. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna stir fry these as well. And then I'm gonna do some organic heirloom tomatoes. We're gonna stir fry these as well. We're gonna do organic red onion, and we're gonna do some shredded cheese, follow your heart, non-dairy, and we're gonna put some nutritional yeast in there. So the first thing we're gonna do is prep the onion and the sunburst potato. Okay, so we're gonna wash and cut the sunburst potato, or the yam-like potato, and just cut them in slices and then cut them in quarters like that. Not too thick, only because they're raw. It's going to take longer to cook if you cut them too thick. And then just chop the onion medium to chunky. I'm just going to leave them like this. Just put them like that. And then the platanos, or the plantains, you want to cut them, just slice them like a banana, and you can leave them about 1 inch thick. Some doesn't, it's really up to you, personal preference. But so we're gonna saute these, and you can actually cut them lengthwise too instead of slices, but this is just how I chose to do it. So we're going to start cooking the veggies. Okay, so you're gonna put the plantains on high heat, add vegan butter, and then these actually don't take that long to cook, so a few minutes on each side until they get golden brown like this. You don't want them too burnt. So don't neglect them, don't forget about them, because they burn really easily. So just keep on turning them frequently until they're golden brown. And then we're going to, I added 1/3 cup water to the pan. Once it boils, put in the potatoes, or the sweet potato, or the sunburst potato, and then add a little salt and pepper. And then I'm gonna cover it and cook on high for 15 minutes, and then check it and see how it is. So after the plantains are done, you're going to set those aside, and then you're going to add some vegan butter on high heat. Add the onion, cook those for about 2 minutes or so till they get a little bit of caramelized. Then you're going to throw in the tomatoes. Make sure you rinse them before in cold water. And I just left them whole just so I can get a really good, bountiful, bold flavor out of them instead of cutting them. So yeah, just leave them whole, and then we're going to cook for a few more minutes, and then we're going to transfer it to the jars. And the potatoes, I did about 15 to 20 minutes, so I'm just letting those cool down for now, and then we're going to transfer it to the jars. Alright, so you have your Latin veggie dish with the plantains, the potatoes, the sunburst potatoes, black beans. So after I transferred everything to the jars, I just evenly dispersed the onions and the tomatoes, and I rinsed 2 cans of black beans. I forgot to put the other can of beans out. Sorry about that. So yeah, just dispersed 2 cans of black beans, and I used actually the whole bag of the shredded mozzarella, and just disperse evenly into the jars. And I actually put nutritional yeast before the shredded cheese into the jars. You can do that, or you can add it later when you're going to heat up your jar. You can add it in the bowl in the microwave or in the saucepan when you heat it up. Sometimes I like to do that, just depending on how much you put in. So it's going to be really savory, a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of saltiness from the salt and pepper. The pepper is going to bring out some nice flavors, and especially the tomatoes in there, give it a nice pop, bold flavor. And actually, guys, plantains are low calorie food, but they're really they're nutrient dense, and they have lots of vitamins and minerals, high in fiber, vitamin C, vitamin A, and B6, and magnesium and potassium. And we have the sweet potato, or the sunburst potato, which is same thing. It's like a potato. It's high in magnesium, potassium, vitamin A, vitamin C, fiber, and it also boosts your immunity, and it's good for blood circulation as well. And yeah, that's the benefits of eating veggies, you guys. So look at all that rainbow color. Let me know what you think of this recipe. And we're on to meal prep 2. Okay, so meal prep 2 is going to be called grains, gravy, and veggies. So you want to cook the rice actually before the morning of, so it's nice and fresh. And you're going to use 3 cups of the brown rice to 3 1/4 cup of the vegetable broth to give it add more flavor. And we're going to, this is going to be a lentil brown rice based. So I got the organic canned lentils. We're gonna rinse those in a minute. And I got some red and orange bell pepper, yellow or sweet onion, the tri-colored sliced carrots, frozen. You can do canned or fresh, but I just think it's easier to do frozen. And then we're gonna do some gluten-free savory herb gravy mix. So I got 2 of those, so I like mine a little bit saucy. So the first thing we're going to do is cut the onion and the bell pepper. Okay, first you're going to do 3 cups of rice. Rinse the rice to 3 1/4 cups of organic vegetable broth. Or if you don't have the vegetable broth, you can do the veggie bouillon cubes. I would do 2 veggie bouillon cubes. Kind of warm it up in the microwave, and then mix it really well, and then put it in the crock or the rice cooker, and then we're going to cook the rice for 40 minutes. Okay, so you're going to cut the onion, and you're going to wash the bell peppers and cut them into 3 lengthwise, and then in half. And then you're going to rinse the cans of lentil beans, and then the first thing we're going to do is, so you're going to cook and cover for 3 to 5 minutes. While the carrots are cooking, you can add another pan on high heat. I did add 1/3 cup of water if you don't have any oil. And then it wasn't really cooking the way I wanted it to, so I added a little bit of toasted sesame oil, just a teaspoon. And then you're going to cook the onions for a few minutes until they get a little bit brown. Then you're going to incorporate the bell peppers on high high, and then we're going to cook for a few more minutes, and then we're going to transfer the carrots and the onion and the bell pepper to the jars. Okay, so the last thing, you're going to bring 2 cups. So each packet of gravy calls for 1 cup each of water. So we're going to bring 2 cups of water to a boil, then add the gravy mix. Then you're going to whisk it frequently in medium-high heat for about a minute, and then you're going to let it cool down, and then we're going to pour it over the jars. Okay, so after you're done with the gravy, just transfer it evenly into the jars. Oh my god, you guys, this is going to be amazing. It's going to be really savory, homey, and hearty. And your lentils and your brown rice, that's super high packed with protein. Your tricolored carrots, you got your antioxidants there. And your onions and your peppers are going to create a bold flavor. I didn't add a lot of spices to this meal. You can do salt and pepper, and you can also do turmeric too. Just totally up to you, but I figured the gravy is enough. It's garden herb, so it has enough. You don't want to overpower it too much. Alright, awesome. There are 2 meals for this week, your grains and gravy and veggies, and your Latin veggie dish with the plantains, or the platanos, a lot of people like to call them. This is going to be really awesome, you guys. Super delicious, high packed with protein, got your vitamins and minerals. Let me know which one is your favorite for this week, and I'm incorporating some of the meals from last week into this week because I didn't get to finish them all. So the same thing, you know, if you guys are too busy and you're behind your days for your mason jars, you can just put them in the freezer and take them out the day before you're going to eat that meal, and thaw them out in the fridge, and then you can heat it up in the pan or in the microwave. So let me know which one is your favorite, and keep prepping, keep trying. Hopefully I'm inspiring you to do better each week and improving on your cooking skills, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.